Proof 015, Destoyer, Beth. My name is Jeff Lynn Voiles. Apply the Gemini rule of the butterfly enigma to the J in Jeff. And so after I've used the Gemini rule to make a twin out of the J, my first name becomes JJEFF. Now rearrange the letters of my alter name as follows: V, ES, JJ, FL, OYE, FL, and YNN. Some of these letter groups will go through metamorphosis, some will remain the same. All right, the first letter, V, is letter 22, separate and add. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Letter 4 is D, therefore V equals D. The ES remains the same. JJ equals J10 plus J10 equals 20. Letter 20 of the alphabet is T, therefore JJ equals T. FL equals F6 plus L12 equals 18. Letter 18 of the alphabet is R, therefore FL equals R. OYE remains the same. We get the letters FL again, change them to R. So the first set of letters, V, ES, JJ, FL, OYE, FL, becomes D, ES, T, R, OYE, R. This spells Destoyer. Now on to the next set of letters, Y, N, N. Take the first letter Y, separate and translate. Y is letter 25. Separate the 2 and 5. 2 is B and 5 is E. Therefore, Y equals BE. Now take the 2 letter N's. N14 plus M14 is 28. Spell out the number 28 as 28. Now change the word 20 to the number 20. And then change the word 8 to the number 8. So now we get the numbers 20 and 8. Letter 20 is T, letter 8 is H, therefore 20 and 8 equals T and H. Therefore, NN equals TH. Therefore, YNN equals BETH, which spells Beth. Therefore, my name, Jeff Lynn Voiles, translates to Destoyer, Beth. Destoyer is the name of the 1976 Kiss album, which produced a hit song called Beth. Both Destoyer and Beth have a connection to a song called Detroit Rock City. The connection of Destoyer to Detroit Rock City is that Detroit Rock City is the opening track on the album. The connection of Beth to Detroit Rock City is that Beth was released on a single with Detroit Rock City. In the original version of the single, Detroit Rock City was the A side, Beth was the B side. When Detroit Rock City failed to become a hit, DJs began turning the record over and playing the B-side, Beth. It turned out to be an unexpected hit. So when the song Beth became a hit, the 45 vinyl single was reissued with Beth as the A-side and Detroit Rock City as the B-side. And so Destoyer connects to Detroit Rock City and that it's the opening track of the album. Beth connects to Detroit Rock City and that it was released on a vinyl 45 with the song. At the beginning of the song Detroit Rock City, that can be heard the sound of someone getting into a car. As they drive the car, they begin listening to a song called Rock and Roll All Night from the album Kiss Alive. And so because Destoyer and Beth are both connected to the song Detroit Rock City, and because Detroit Rock City contains music from Kiss Alive, that means Destoyer and Beth both have a connection to Kiss Alive. Now, inside the album cover, gatefold album cover of Kiss Alive, there is a picture of letters written by the members of Kiss to their fans. The letter from Paul Stanley opens with the phrase, "My dear lovers." The phrase "my dear lovers" is a anagram for the phrase "Mr. Voiles, read." My name is Mr. Voiles, and if I were wanting to read, one place I might go is the Harriman Library. And so Mr. Voiles Reed equals Harriman Library. So from Jeff Lynne Voiles, we get Destroyer Beth. From Destroyer Beth, we get Detroit Rock City. From Detroit Rock City, we get Kiss Alive. And from Kiss Alive, we get My Dear Lovers. And from My Dear Lovers, we get Mr. Voiles Reed. From Mr. Voiles Reed, we get Harriman Library. At the Harriman Library, there's a glass case. The glass case contains a beaver which has been preserved through a method called taxidermy. The beaver is the name of a movie starring Mel Gibson. Rearrange the letters of Mel Gibson as follows: LOMIEGBSN. Some of these letter groups will go through metamorphosis, some will remain the same. The LO remains the same. MI equals M13 plus I9 equals 22. Letter 22, the alphabet is V. EG remains the same. BS equals B2 plus S19 equals 21. Letter 21 of the alphabet is U. Therefore, BS equals U. The N remains the same. So the rearranged letter groups from Mel Gibson change to as follows. They change from LOMIEGBSN to LOVEGUN, which spells love gun. So from Destroyer, we're able to make a connection to Love Gun. These two albums have a connection in that the artwork for both album covers was painted by an artist named Ken Kelly. In between the two Ken Kelly Kiss albums, Destroyer and Love Gun, Kiss released an album which did not have Ken Kelly artwork. That album was called Rock and Roll Over. From Rock and Roll Over, we get Rock and Roll and then Over. Rock and Roll remains the same. Over is rearranged as follows: VO, comma, ER. The VO remains the same. ER equals E5 plus R18 is 23. Letter 23 is W. Therefore, ER equals W. Therefore, over becomes VO plus W, which is vowel. So, from Rock and Roll Over, we get Rock and Roll and vowel. In high school, my nickname was Rock and Roll. Proof of this can be found in the yearbook from my senior year at Harriman High School. So Rock and Roll equals Jeff Lynne Voiles. Contained within the names Jeff Lynne is the word Fly. Fly is the name of an album by the Dixie Chicks. The Dixie Chicks album Fly contains the song Ready to Run. In the music video for Ready to Run, the Dixie Chicks are shown jumping onto the back of a garbage truck while dressed in brides' dresses, wedding dresses. So because the Dixie Chicks are dressed as brides, we can assume they're about to take wedding vows. And so the Dixie Chicks dressed in wedding dresses represent vow. The fact that they jump onto the back of a garbage truck represents garbage. And so from the Dixie Chicks Ready to Run video, we get Garbage and Vow. Vow is the name of the song by Garbage, which appeared on the band's first self-titled album, Garbage. Another song which appears on the first Garbage album is a song called My Lover's Box. My Lover's Box is an anagram for Mr. Voiles' box. Box is a sport one undertakes while wearing boxing gloves. Therefore, Mr. Voiles' box equals Mr. Voiles' boxing gloves. A popular brand of boxing gloves is Everlast. Everlast is the name of a singer who had a hit song called Black Jesus. In the lyrics to Black Jesus, Everlast sings a line, Kiss My Love Gun. Within that line is the name of the album, Kiss Love Gun. The artist who painted the cover of Kiss Love Gun was Ken Kelly. Ken Kelly used his wife as the model for the 12 women at the bottom of the Love Gun album. Because the 12 women at the bottom of the Love Gun album are the wife of Ken Kelly, they represent bride, in that for the woman to be Ken Kelly's wife, on the day that they were wed, she would have had to been his bride, and she would have wore a wedding dress. And so the fact that the woman at the bottom of the Love Gun album cover is the wife of the artist King Kelly, represents that she was once a bride and therefore wore a wedding dress like the wedding dress worn by the Dixie Chicks when they jumped onto the back of the garbage truck in the Ready to Run video. Now, the Dixie Chicks later released a live DVD called Top of the World Live. I believe it's during the song There's Your Trouble on that DVD, but if you look closely, Natalie Maines, the lead singer, is wearing a vest or a jacket, and there are two things on it. It has a pin of the band AC.DC's logo, and it also has a patch of the Rock and Roll Over album cover. Rearrange the letters of Natalie Maines as follows. Natalie is L-A-I-T-A-N-E. Maines is M-A-I, and then E-N-E-S. All right, take the first letter group. L-A is L12 minus A1 is 11. Letter 11 is K. The I remains the same. TA is T20 minus A1 is 19. Letter 19 is S. NE equals N14 plus E5 equals 19. Letter 19 is S. Therefore, Natalie equals KISS. Mains, MAI remains the same. MAI. NES is N14 plus E5 plus S19 is 38. Break 38 down to its letter value. 38 minus 26 is 12. Therefore, NES equals L. Therefore, Mains equals MAI plus L equals L. Therefore, Natalie equals KISS, Mains equals Mel, and Natalie Maines equals Kiss Mel. Kiss Mel is what's found inside the album cover of Kiss Alive, and that inside the gatefold cover of Kiss Alive, there's a picture of letters written by Kiss to their fans. These letters would be considered Kiss Mel. We can assume that Kiss Mel would be delivered by the postman. The Postman is the name of Kevin Costner movie. In the Kevin Costner movie, The Postman, there's a scene where Kevin Costner's postman character looks at a letter addressed to a man named John Scott. Rearrange the letters in John Scott as follows. J-H and O-N Scott. The J-H will go through metamorphosis. J10 minus H8 equals 2. Letter number 2 is B, therefore J-H equals B. Put the B with the O-N Scott, and you get Bon Scott. Bon Scott was the lead singer of AC/DC. On the Dixie Chicks Top of the World Live DVD, during the song There's Your Trouble, there is a shot of Natalie Maines wearing a jacket that has an AC/DC logo on it. The same jacket has a patch of the Kiss Rock and Roll album cover on it also. The connection of Natalie Maines and the Dixie Chicks to the Kiss Alive album is significant. Kiss followed up Kiss Alive with a second live album called Kiss Alive 2. The Kiss Alive 2 album came with a set of Kiss tattoos. On the album, Ace Frehley sang lead vocals on a song called Rocket Ride. When the Dixie Chicks Fly CD came out, Walmart had a display of books called All About the Dixie Chicks. It's written by a writer named Ace Collins. And so through this Dixie Chicks book, the Dixie Chicks have a connection to the name Ace. Inside the booklet that comes with the CD Fly, there is a picture of the Dixie Chicks riding a rocket. That means the Dixie Chicks are taking a rocket ride. And so through the book and the CD, which were both on sale on the same day at Walmart, there is a connection of Ace and Rocket Ride. This connects to Kiss Alive 2, and that Ace sings Rocket Ride on side 4 of the album. The word chicks is also important. Rearrange the letters in chicks as follows. S-K-I, C-H-C. C-H-C is C3 plus H8 plus C3 is 14. Letter 14 is N, therefore CHC equals N. So the word chicks translates to skin. The word skin is an anagram of inks, therefore Dixie or chicks equals skin inks. Skin inks are tattoos. The album Kiss Alive 2 came with tattoos.